do a problem in sequence and series, and this is a complicated problem. Such problems, a couple of them show up in the main exam, so we have to be on the alert on how to do these problems. So natural numbers are divided into groups 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and so on. The sum of the first and last term of the nth group will be. So we all know the sum of n terms of an AP, which is n by 2 times 2a plus n minus 1d, where a is the first term and d is the common difference. So let us see how to arrive at this answer. So we need to find the first and the last term of the nth group, right? So what is the first term? So the number in the nth group are in arithmetic progression with common difference 1. That's a given because we see the first three groups, we get the idea. So, and how many terms are going to be there in the nth group? So that's easy because the first group has 1, the second group has 3, the third group has 5, and so on. So the nth group will have 2n minus 1 terms. Okay, so first goal is to find the first term of the nth group. So what are the first terms of every group? It's 1, 2, 5, 10 till the nth group. Let's say the first term of the nth group is Tn. So here is where we have to use our tricks from sequences and series and get this Tn. This is what makes this problem a hard one. So what we do is, the trick here is we will do a sum of this. So one of the tricks typically in sequence and series to figure out a new value is, we take the sum and we rearrange it in two different ways. And then we do a subtraction. So the sum variable goes away and then we are left with the last variable to find. That's the same trick we are going to do here. So the trick is, so let s equal to 1 plus 2 plus 5 plus 10 till Tn. And we're going to add a dummy 0 in the end. And we'll get to why that is so. Now we rearrange the same s now with 0 plus added at the beginning. We put that below 1. Then we put our normal s, which is 1 plus 2 plus 5. But now the 1 shows below 2, the 2 is below 5, the 5 is below 10, and so on. And the Tn minus 1th term is below Tn. And then a final Tn term, which is going to be below the 0, which we put in equation 1. So now we are going to subtract, and here is the key thing. Do not think that we are going to subtract the Tn and the Tn, because the goal is to find Tn. Because when you subtract, the s on the left hand side goes away. The goal is to find Tn, because Tn is the first term of the nth group which we are interested in. So the match, so the 0 and the below 0 is Tn, below Tn is Tn minus 1. So let us keep that as is. That is the trick here in this whole problem. So when we subtract, we are going to end up with 0 on the left hand side, 1 minus 0, which is just 1. Then there is 2 minus 1, 1, 5 minus 2, 3, 10 minus 5 is 5, and so on if you look at it. And then the last term, the last but one term is going to be Tn minus 1. And then you have the 0 minus Tn, which results in a minus Tn. We're going to keep it like that. We are not going to cancel the Tn's. What we are looking in the middle is that 1 plus 3 plus 5. Now that's a familiar arithmetic progression series, right? Where the common difference is 2 and the first term is 1. So when we know that, we just move the minus Tn to the left hand side, we get Tn now. And we are just going to sum up 1 plus 3 plus 5 till n minus 1 terms. And that is a straightforward calculation, because this is just the sum of n terms, here n minus 1 terms, so which will become n minus 1 by 2 times 2a, which is 2 times 1 plus n minus 1, but here n is n minus 1, so n minus 1 minus 1, so n minus 2 times d, which is 2, and you simplify this, and you will end up with Tn as basically n square minus 2n plus 2. So once you do that, that's the first term. We have figured out the first term. Now it's simple now, because there are going to be 2n minus 1 terms in the nth group. That we already figured out. The first term is given is to n square minus 2n plus 2, and we know that the common difference is 1. So when given all this, we can just figure out the last term now, because the last term is just, we are going to use a simple formula, which is a plus n minus 1d. In this case, n is 2n minus 1. So a we know already is n square minus 2n plus 2 plus 2n minus 2 times 1. That we simplified and we get it as n square. Now the final answer is, what is the sum of the first and the last terms of the nth group, which is n square minus 2n plus 2 plus n square. We get 2n square minus 2n plus 2, and hence the answer is C, which is the third option given up. So that completes the problem.